Welcome to your reset with Christiane Piano, where the purpose is to support you in releasing all that you are not, so the truth of who you really are can emerge. This is accomplished through working with the body-mind from an ontological perspective. We use various modalities to support you in supporting yourself exactly where you are, so that you may return to an experience of wholeness and ease, moment by moment. Deep reflection is one of the greatest tools through which to do this. To take a moment, to pause, assess, reflect, and literally and figuratively reset, come back to center, and move back into your one and precious life with increased clarity and purpose. Hello, I'm Christiane Piano, and this week I invite you into a profound space, the unimaginable. In these challenging times of global uncertainty and palpable heaviness, what if our greatest support wasn't found in searching for answers, but in simply living from a place where the unexpected can beautifully unfold? This isn't about wishing for things to be better. It's an invitation to rediscover a deep re-enchantment with daily life, allowing unimaginable breakthroughs to reveal themselves in the territory of the unknowable and unforeseeable. It's about finding peace and possibility amidst everything, both within and around us. So what exactly is this unimaginable space? It's not something our conventional mind can simply conjure or predict as a possibility. It comes from the deepest wellspring of the unknown. Not just the things we know we don't know, but that profound place where we don't even know we don't know. It's in this space that true, transformative potential resides, far beyond our mental constructs of good or bad. I was reminded of this recently in my own life. As I navigate all the challenges that come with the conclusion of a divorce, one of the biggest questions I've been sitting with for over 5 years has been, where will I live next? Now, I knew my current space was transitional, and in reality, I had complete freedom to choose anywhere in the world. My only requirements were a good internet connection for my work, proximity to a major airport, as my children are now building their lives out in the world, yet we've promised to continue sharing in life no matter the geographical distance, and a desire to be in a space with more nature, a quieter life. But honestly, I had no idea where. Sometimes all that space and newfound freedom can feel overwhelming. How do you even begin to choose? Well, a very wise couple once told me years ago that I didn't need to worry about that the place would present itself. They suggested something to the tune of, you won't need to choose, it will choose you. And that it did. My new home has indeed found me. It is nothing like I could have possibly imagined, and it does not match any picture I could have conjured up in my mind. I knew the moment I heard about it, and it wasn't even yet officially on the market. An offer was made without me even seeing it in person. I just sensed that this place was where I needed to be next. All the while I was waiting for the reply from the owner, I was quite aware of my struggle to be in that waiting place, the unknown, and so hoping the answer of acceptance would arrive. I felt deep within that it was a yes, and yet at the same time, my mind kept dropping those doubts. The discomfort was real on all levels, physical, emotional, mental, and more. And I sat with my humanness, knowing it was normal, and took extra good care of myself until the yes arrived. In hindsight, it's also clear and actually quite humorous, and I chuckle at how much easier things would be for me if I trusted life more. The struggle can feel so real, and yet, in a blink of an eye, it can suspend itself. It was a reminder I needed right now, as the unknown of the unknowns are in so many facets of my life at this point. And if I continue to allow myself to live into the unimaginable, who knows what could unfold? It's a mix of exciting, life-giving, and at the same time, makes no rational sense. And I can feel an old tug within for the desire to know. But what will I listen to? Which calling? The predictable and known, or the unimaginable? Now, as nice as that sounded, I'm a human being with a human mind, just like everyone else, and I am not exempt from dwelling in the worry space. What's interesting, though, is that through the very work I do within myself and that which I offer others, it's always about inviting us back into the present moment. And when worry, anxiety, fear, or other challenging emotions arise, if we are aware of them, we can drop into our body, where the present moment exists, and reset. This practice has been a lifesaver, time saver, and energy saver, to say the least. You see, when we are truly present to what is, we begin to recognize the small emergent steps that lead us into that unknown territory. It's in sensing these subtle shifts and courageously moving with them that we co-create a reality far beyond our conscious design. However, when we're busy, distracted, and caught up in the relentless doing of daily life, there's little to no room for awareness of these subtle whispers. They aren't dramatic. They're quiet signs, gentle nudges. To become aware of such subtlety requires quiet, stillness, intentional pauses, and a consistent grounding into the now, to what is present as it is. Our mind is often addicted to anticipating possible threats, terrorizing us with anxiety, worries, and ultimately various illnesses like depression, burnout, migraines, or constant weariness. Stress is a primary factor in this, directly attacking our immune system. Chronic illnesses are, in fact, the #1 medical issue in the Western world today. Being in contact with reality, however, generates great inner strength and joy, makes your responses accurate to outer challenges, and makes room for what is emerging beyond personal imagination. In nature, for instance, everything exists in the now. As a child, I spent a lot of time in nature, and still today, I feel the draw to activities like bodyboarding in the ocean that continue to fill me with life-giving energy grounded in the present. And that joy that comes with kid-like play, which, quite honestly, doesn't have to end once you become an adult. Play is fundamental to allowing the unimaginable to present itself in our lives. So, what's your relationship to play now? What did you do as a child for fun that you could reintegrate into your life, infusing it with that very flavor that doesn't need to be relegated to the space of only for children? Whether through moments of playful abandon or simply pausing to breathe and observe, cultivating this kind of embodied presence and openness to the now allows us to tap into an inherent life wisdom, a guiding force far beyond our individual minds. And from that space, we can begin to align with what truly serves our deepest well-being and the greater good. Now, to truly embody this flow and navigate the boundless space of the unimaginable, a clear understanding of our value systems becomes our essential guide. At the heart of an integrated existence, your values serve as an unwavering internal compass. They don't predict the exact path through the unknown, but they ensure that as you step into that vast, uncharted territory, you do so with integrity and alignment, allowing the true transformative potential of the unimaginable to unfold in ways that genuinely serve you and the greater good. So what is most important to you in your life? Are you living into your values? Is your life integrated? What you do, what you say, and who you're being? These are open questions designed to support explorative, concrete action steps toward greater clarity. The first one is, what is out of alignment in your life right now? Second, when did you fall off course from your deepest truths? And lastly, what little step could you take today to begin to move back into living a life from a space of clarity? This will just get you started. The great thing about getting clear on your values is that they are not future-oriented, like goals, for example. They are now-focused. Over your lifetime, these values may shift and change. And if you do not adjust what you are prioritizing, then it is quite common to wake up one day and wonder, what happened to my life? It is easy to fall into the trap of never enough, focusing on scarcity and limited resources. But what if life was actually about the impact we have on others? What if we allowed ourselves to dream without worrying about the immediate action steps that need to be taken? What if we gave ourselves permission to actualize a life that truly reflects our deepest longings? Taking the time to reflect on these questions and connect with your core values is a powerful first step in allowing the unimaginable to truly unfold in your life. It's about building that foundation of clarity and alignment. And from this grounded place, trusting that life's inherent wisdom will continue to guide you. I invite you to lean into these insights this week, letting your values illuminate the path forward and open you to the magic of the unknown. If you're curious to explore this body-mind work further or discover more resources to support your journey, you can always visit my website at christianepiano.com. Join me next time as we dive even deeper into specific practices for connecting with this unimaginable stillness, exploring the power of presence, tenderness, and the profound wisdom of the great breath. Until then, I invite you to reflect on your values and the unimaginable possibilities just waiting to reveal themselves to you. I thank you for tuning in and listening. Truly love to hear from you and what resonated most from our conversation. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next episode, part 2 of this one on the unimaginable. Have a beautiful day. If you are interested in working with me on any level of body-mind well-being, whether it be through individual body-mind maturation work sessions, perhaps participating in a series, individual privates, or through my video on-demand services. If you have questions, if you would like to engage on any level, feel free to schedule a free 15-minute consult in the appointment section, www.christianepiano.com, or email me directly at growth@christianepiano.com.